Well, hey everybody, welcome back. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Love you too. My wife's over here doing some schoolwork, and I just wanted to show you what I got today. Okay, sorry. Y'all know what time it is when I'm wearing the llama shirt, so check it out. Oh yeah. I can't. Anyway, so you like little flowers here? It's a little change of pace, a little kind of different video here. You know, the kids are in bed, so I can't go in the game room at this moment. But I promised I'd record you guys a video, so here it is, and let's get on with the pickups. Today was a super awesome day. Picked up a lot of cool stuff from a lot of awesome people. Well, a couple awesome people. And I just want to show you. So let's start with some loose N64 stuff. I got this from my friends where I always get all the good pickups, where I got my Bishu Jet Fighter controller. But these loose N64 carts are Paperboy. Yeah, I ain't never played that one, but I do have it on Game Boy and I like it. And I know it's on NES, but I don't have that one either. It's a good game though. Cruising World. And yes, I'm gonna use this voice the whole time. I used to have Cruising USA, and I love the cruising games. I've played Cruising World. I didn't ever own it, but super excited about that one. I'm sorry if the camera's a little wobbly. You know, we live in San Francisco, so we have lots of earthquakes here, so it's like all the time. Not really, but Wave Race 64. I remember lots of fond memories of this one. It was a pretty good game. Ooh, I'm gonna save this one for last. Hexen. Never played it on N64, but I have played it on PC. First person shooter, some neat little mechanics that I can remember. So I can't wait to fire this one off. Fighter's Destiny. I am always excited about fighting games, love fighting games, so, and it's ocean, so I'm willing to give it a try. And probably my favorite loose N64 game that I got today, Doom 64. And all these games I actually only paid probably what equates to about $7 a piece, so super excited about that. But that's not all that I picked up from my friends. Let's show you the rest. I got Zoda's Revenge, which is Star Tropic 2. Now I do have the first Star Tropic complete in the box, so a loose one is cool with me, especially for the price I paid for it. And RoboCop. You know, I love RoboCop. The movies are cool. Honestly, never played a RoboCop game. I really want to play RoboCop versus Terminator on the Genesis, but hey, I got this one for a sweet deal, so I don't know about you guys, but if I'm retro game hunting, and I find some cardboard, I get excited. So, like I said, I went and seen my friends, and I'd called them and let them know I was coming, so they had some stuff ready for me. So when I got there, it's all laid out nice and neat on this table. I almost got every bit of it. That smell of that old original cardboard is just something magical. So let me show you what I got with that. So we got Time Lord for the NES. It is the year 2999, and warriors from the planet Dracon are launching a savage attack on Earth. Their weapon, a powerful time travel device. Their objective to control us by changing the course of history. Hey, looks cool. The dude looks cool, cool artwork. You know, I'm all game for that. And on the back, it shows different times. Pirate ship, 1650, World War II, 1943, the Wild West, 1860. So, looks like it goes over a bunch of time frames. So it looks a lot of fun. Box is in okay condition. This one didn't come with a manual, but I can get a manual. Not a big deal, but like I said, for the price I paid, I already got my little retro protector on it. I can't tell you enough about these retro protectors, how much I like them. I was actually just about to order some more a few minutes ago, and they're out of stock on almost all of them. So I think a lot of people are building up their collections right now, which is super cool too. I'm glad a lot of people are getting into collecting. Although it stinks that it drives the prices of games way up. This one I had never seen before, and the artwork was super excited. Even my beautiful bride thought this one had some kind of cool artwork. Keep looking over there. She's working on like a final stuff kind of thing over there. But it is the Rocket Ranger. The 21st century needs you. Across the boundaries of time and space, you have been chosen to save planet Earth from a monstrous alien invasion. And that's kind of cool to me, because I was looking up stuff about this game, and you know, before it came to the NES, the original version had you like basically killing Nazis, kind of like Bionic Commando. You know, when it came to the NES, they changed it. You know, they couldn't have like Nazis affiliated with it in any way, or swastikas or anything, which I understand that. So they changed it to aliens, killing them poor aliens. What's wrong with y'all? Anyway, completing box, manual, everything there. Cool. Skip that one. Let's go to this one. This is one I've never played before, but I've always wanted to try it, and it always looked pretty cool to me. I've always been, even as a kid, for whatever reason, I've always been a military history buff. Like when we'd go to the library in school, I'd always look at military books, or I'd look at video game stuff. Wasn't a whole lot of video game stuff back then when I was in school, so 99% of it was military stuff, specifically World War II. So I remember when this game, when it was out, and I always wanted to play it, never got a chance to play it, but now I own it. Silent Service for the NES. Completing box, manual, everything there. Looks really cool. And you know, when I looked this one up, I was kind of checking it out, see what it was all about. It is actually what's the dude's name? I want to say it's based on, I think Sid Meier had something to do with it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Laugh at me if I am. That's cool though. Yeah, I heard my wife giggle. She thought that was funny. This one was my son's favoritist artwork, and one of my favoritist artworks. I know I was saying that on purpose though. I thought it was funny. I like this exaggerated stuff. But Tecmo World Wrestling. Yeah! Completing box. It's your call from the opening bell to the final pin. Select your wrestler and take on any challenge. Every bottom slam, cobra twist, and pile driver brings you closer to victory. Will you be the one receiving the TWW Championship belt? Well, of course, I will be. Thank you very much for that. Only 2 more from that pickup place, so I'm gonna save one for the end. But this one is cool too. So there was one N64, what I thought was complete in box. It is Battle Tanks. Looks super cool. I think I've heard about this one before. Shows some cool tank battles. multiplayer tank battles. I'm like all about that. And when I said I thought it was complete in box, I opened it up and looked at it. Well, yeah, battle tanks is in here. Yeah, manual's in here. But see, this box and the manual is for battle tanks. The game that was inside is actually Battle Tanks Global Assault. Oh no. That's an easy fix. What I'll do is I'll just pick up the original battle tanks, put in this box, and eventually maybe find me a box for Global Assault. It's a win-win. It's an excuse to buy another game. I always need another excuse to buy another game. You can ask my wife. I'm surprised she ain't kicked me out of the house yet. So anyway. What?
Oh, nothing. Just unsolved mysteries.
Oh. Yeah, my wife is checking out the new Unsolved Mysteries while she's doing schoolwork. Do you like Unsolved Mysteries? I haven't watched it. I used to watch the original. It was always pretty funny. So this is the last game. Well, hold on. Before I get to my last game, also picked up a new, not new, but N64 controller in the orange, yeah. And it actually, the buttons still feel really good. Everything feels good. The joystick is actually still pretty snug. Like it could use some type of adjusting maybe, but it feels pretty good. Looks really awesome. So that's cool. For the last game though, we have by Konami, The Adventures of Bayou Billy. Yeah, so I don't know if y'all have ever played Bayou Billy, and if you have, I'm sorry, because it is honestly probably one of the most difficult games ever. I never beat it, but I did actually get pretty far in it. I made it like 3 or 4 stages in. I know I drove the Jeep a few times where the airplane tries to bomb you. I did make it past the first level. I am going to replay this one. I'm going to try to do it. The thing to remember this game, one of the reasons I'm so excited about this one, me and my parents and my brother, also my sister, sometimes we always used to rent movies at the Video Warehouse is what it was called. We didn't have like a Blockbuster or anything like that. Later on we did get a movie gallery near us, but we had the Video Warehouse. That's where we always went, and we'd always go rent a stack full of VHS's and sometimes games on super special occasions, and 90% of the time, for whatever reason, I'd always re-rent this game. And I'm not sure if it's just because it was so difficult I could never beat it and I wanted to try to beat it, but I'd always get it, and I just had super fun nostalgia for this game. We'd always get pizza and rent movies, and boy, those were the days. Simpler times. And that's probably one of the reasons why I collect so many video games. You know, it reminds me of childhood, nostalgia, simple times, and just super awesome games too. Like, we don't, I mean, look at that. We really don't get artwork like that anymore. Now that does look like, I ain't gonna lie, that does kind of look like the dude from Sling Blade a little bit, but still, I do recommend it. You will stress out over it though. Alright, so I know this video is kind of dragging on. I do have a lot of super cool pickups, and everything is a little different. We're doing the way we're doing it tonight. On my last video, I think it was my last one or the one before, whichever one, I think I showed off some Xbox games that I had picked up, some original Xbox. So I also went back to that place and I picked up a PS2 game. It is called Extermination. When I looked it up, you know, it's a survival horror kind of game. And here lately, survival horror games have been going crazy. This one not so much, but this, according to what I read, is one of the first. It's kind of meant to show off some of the effects, like the graphics of the PS2, maybe. Sounds pretty interesting. Looks kind of cool. Talking about you uncover the cause of a distress signal emanating from a secret military base in Antarctica. Once there, you find the base contaminated by a virus. That don't sound familiar. That has ferociously infected and mutated every living and non-living thing in sight. And that's what I'm kind of curious about. Non-living things being affected. I guess zombies. So, like, at first I was thinking inanimate objects, like maybe a dresser becoming infected and coming after you, or a fire extinguisher. I don't know. And you're next, is what it says. So, hey, gotta show you the back here. That looks freaky as a mug, but that looks cool though. I'm ready to play that one. This I got for like $4, so that was cool. 2 things left, and I'm done. I promise I'm done. This one I actually picked up at a pawn shop that I'd never been to before. They didn't have a whole lot, you know. As with this pandemic going on, it's harder and harder to find retro games, especially for decent prices, because prices are keep on going up. So when I was talking to the gentleman, you know, he's like, yeah, everybody's just buying games left and right. But I noticed he had a newer game, PS4 game there, that was opened for a price I didn't really want to pay. But then I seen some new ones sealed in the counter, and he hooked me up with a deal for it cheaper than what the one that was open was, and now I couldn't pass that up. But anyway, Final Fantasy 15 Deluxe Edition sealed in the Steelbook, and I got that for like $20. The last Final Fantasy game I played was 10-2, so that tells you how long it's been. You know, other than, you know, that's not the last one I played. I played like 7 and all those, but you know what I'm saying, like the newest in the chronological series was 10-2, and I didn't even complete it all the way because I wasn't the biggest fan of it. Now 10, on the other hand, I loved it, obviously, with Auron, you know, Sore Auron. Auron was the bomb. But anyway, look forward to checking out a new Final Fantasy game for the PS4, and I'm really wanting to check out the Final Fantasy 7 remake game. You know, I've heard mixed things. I've heard really great things. Also heard a few meh things, like how it's kind of just dragged out. I really wanted to wait till I get some, you know, there's going to be some kind of complete version that includes all the episodes of it, and it's going to be remastered for the PS5 or something, I'm sure. So we'll see where that winds up. And another earthquake. Last one, I'm going to let y'all go for today. I have, for the NES, you know, Mario 1, 2, and 3 with like a manual. Don't have any of the Mario games complete. So I was on Shop Goodwill the other day, and I got a really sweet deal on this, and this sucker looks almost brand new. But Super Mario Brothers 3, complete in box and like minty mint. Like, the box has no creases, no bends. You know, if you hold it in the light certain ways, you can see like some little distressed spots barely, but this sucker looks fantastic. And I already have it in the retro protector and everything. So I'm gonna put it in the game room, and probably have to build another shelf. You know, yeah, my last video y'all seen where I put some new shelves in and kind of organized it. Now I gotta fit this stuff in somewhere. You know, I keep my PS2 stuff in other spots, but I don't know what to do with all this. I don't know what to do. I'm about to build another room just to keep all my games. Anyway, thank y'all very much. Thank you for checking out my retro game pickup adventure, and I got some super awesome deals. Thank you for coming to see the llama. Tell them bye, llama. Bye. Bye. My wife wife didn't think that was funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
But anyway, y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.